welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw. If you're new here, then welcome. It's lovely to meet you. And if you're an existing guys, then thank you so much for coming back. So grab yourselves a mulled wine or a mince pie or a cup of tea and some snacks, and let's get into the video. So I did say this was a highly requested video, is to come decorate with me. So when I do my trees, I like to add loads of body to the tree. So I like to add loads of bits and colour and depth to it. So I always put my lights on. Whenever I fluff my tree, I always make sure that I do it in all different directions, make sure that the sun runs underneath to try and not make it look so gappy. And I do think more is more on a Christmas tree with lights. I don't think you can ever have too many lights. I think it really makes it twinkly. And actually, sometimes it works out cheaper to pay an extra £8 on a box of lights than it does to have to then buy baubles to fill up the space. I think the more lights you have, the less baubles you can get away with. So guys, I bought these lights, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to wrap them up around the tree, well, like ET, ready to go. Sorry if this is like the worst film video in the world, but basically because my window is here and this is where the tree's going to go, a lot of the daylight sun was coming through and you just was not going to be able to see what I was doing. So I'm going to start off with the lights. These are a pack of 500 lights, so there's quite a lot of these. So I'm going to like really sparingly put them out and then go back over them. So I'm just going to start now with the lights by wrapping them on. So in the range, I picked up these. Now I thought these are really beautiful. Even though my room is grey and I am going for some baubles that have got a silver, I'm also going for a little bit of a champagne colour as well. I just think it's really Christmassy. You can mix some, like the metals anyway. So these were £1.69, and these are the lovely sort of like garlands that you can put in the tree. So they're lovely and they're like little champagne glittery gold, and I thought these would look really lovely wrapped around the tree. So I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm just going to add some of these to the tree. I just think these types of things really add something to the tree. I've got a few packets of these and they're just going to look really lovely. I'm going to have like a proper hoover operation after to sort of like muck this out. I'm just going to start joining them. Now what I tend to do is I tend to use my nice baubles first. So I do have a couple of these which are still really lovely, packs of baubles from B&M, and you get a pack of 6. I've got the gunmetal ones and the white and silver ones. And these are £3 for a pack of 6. And even though I love them, they're more my filler baubles. So what I'm going to do is I bought a few lovely ones from the range that I'm going to spread out first and then add those other ones in it to fill it out a little bit. So the first ones that I got, these were £1.79, and they're like a gunmetal grey with lots and lots of silver on them. Baubles, and they've got like all these little like hammered squares on them. So I've got 2 of these, and I'm going to space these out. These are quite large ones, so I'll probably put these towards the bottom of the tree and hang them on. And then I like to balance it out, but in an awkward way. So if I put one down there, I tend to put one up here. Normally I buy decorations in threes, so I tend to have like maybe one there, one in the middle, and then one up the top. But I've got quite similar baubles, so I've got this like silvery one that I got from Next in a sale last year. It's like a metally one. It's very, very similar, so I'm going to add that one. Do you know what? It will look a little bit more symmetrical if I put that one there and then have that one up here somewhere. I've also got 2 of these. I'm not sure where I got these ones from actually. I think these were from Asda or Next, and they're like metallic-y marble colours, and they've got like all the sequins on top. I got 2 of those, and then from the range for £1.69 I got this one, and it's got like the little pearls on the top, which is quite nice. So yeah, again, I'm going to do the same, but I'll probably do opposites. So with the ones that I got from like Asda, I'll probably pop one like, no, it's got to be in a bit more, I think. Pop one there, and then I'm going to pop. I always stand back from the tree and have a little look, and I know I'm adding a bit of pink, like in a plum colour today as well, which I don't know why, but I really wanted to add that colour to my tree this time, so I'm leaving a little bit of space at the front for some of the fancier ones. So yeah, I think about there would be quite nice for the pearly one. And then we're going to add this one up here. Why not? I've also got 2 random baubles. So I did have 2 of these, but one of these broke. So these are like a pinky colour, and they've got like a rose gold pattern on them. These were £1.69 from the range as well. And I got this marble type one. I think this was from the range last year, around about the same ballpark, but I didn't see them in there this year. So I'm just going to add them on. I am going to add this pink one round in the middle somewhere, because there is only one, but I'm going to be adding quite a lot of pinks to the tree. So I think if I hang it sort of round about there, and then I want my marbly one on show as well, so I'll probably put him about here. And then I need something there, which works out well as well, because I've got another odd one. So I haven't actually. I've got like this sort of like, this is almost like a dark gunmetal grey / plum. This has got gold champagne bits on it. So some of them have got silvers and some of them have got golds, and I really like mixing the metals. As it comes together, it does start to look really classy. So as we look up a little bit closer, you'll see they do blend in quite nicely. But yeah, sorry if you're a little bit far back, but you know what I'm trying to achieve, guys. So I'm probably going to put this one round about here. And obviously you can always go back over, it doesn't have to be a thing, it's more about being fun, isn't it, rather than worrying about where things are going. And also, I think these are from the pound shop. So this one is from the range, this one with the metal bit on the top. But these ones, I believe, ones with the silver bits, were from the pound shop last year. Which they are a lot thinner, but I think this was about £3, this one. So when you look in consideration, I think they're pretty good prices. So I'm going to add a little bit to around the sides. I am going to go around the back of the tree and add some bits on the back of the tree as well that you can see. But obviously the lights will be on anyway, so you're going to see a lot of the lights. I'm going to try and add some around the sides that you can see from the front as well. And I think I'm going to plop that one up there. I also got these little beauties. I thought these were quite nice. So these were £1.79 from the range as well, and they're like little glittery pine cones. And they're silver, but they do have a champagne-y glint to them. So you like them more of like a muted silvery gold. I don't know why, but I'm really feeling one there, in that gap there. Probably got some of you shouting at the screen. Put it somewhere else. I can see that it's got better pace somewhere else. And maybe there is a better place. So I just want to add all these silver and gunmetal ones in before I start adding the pinks. So these are very similar to the large one that I showed you, like the gunmetal with the kind of plum in them, but these are slightly smaller ones. These were £1.29, and I just thought these were really pretty as well. So I'm going to start adding these through the tree. So I've got the larger one here, so I'm thinking of adding one about there. Sorry guys that you can't have any Christmas music playing. I do apologise. I would normally have it blaring while I do this. Nice little like mulled wine in hand. And yeah. But I can't, so I am sorry for that. So I've got those as well. And then I picked up these as well. So these are like little scaly ones. And they're silver, but they've got a lot of rose gold and like gunmetal on the inside of them with a tiny bit of pink showing through. These were also £1.29. All of these decorations are glass, and I thought these were really pretty. You can kind of see a gap about there. And there's definitely a gap there. And then I've got these ones as well. So these were £1.29 as well. And they have got like little glittery driplets on them. And I thought they were nice. They're also glass. And the bottom of them are like mottly. They've all got a tiny bit of like rose gold and coppers and that going through them though. So if you want to mix metals, it's definitely a thing that I reckon you can do. I do think the more you mix, the more classy it looks. At the moment, it's probably looking very crazy. But I do believe that once you start mixing these type ones, they do look a little bit nicer. Because you'll find when you go into shops like John Lewis or Fortnum & Mason, they do tend to have a lot of metallics in it. And they're normally like the muted colours. So you won't, don't normally go for like the super strong gold. Something like Fortnum & Mason do. But they do tend to have a few mixed metals in them, which are lovely. And I am going to add some of these in a moment to add up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these pink ones first. So I picked these two. So they're like a strong cherry plummy pink colour. They're really nice and they've got lots of gold stripes on them. And yet again, the gold is like a silvery gold, like a champagne gold. It isn't garish, not too bright gold. So you can sort of mix these metals. And I think these are just going to really tie in with the other colours and add a little bit of class to it. So now is the question of where these baubles are going to go. I've got to have a pink right at the front. And I'm thinking maybe one about here. Oh, it's a little bit. And then I also got these ones. So these ones are a little bit more pink. They've got like more of a red undertone to them. But yet again with that like champagne sort of silvery colour on them. And these were £1.79 as well as the other ones. They were £1.79 too. Now I've stepped back, I'm noticing them two are quite close together. So I might swap that one out. Put that one there. Why is it that they have to go on opposite sides? I'm not too sure why I do that. Tend to mix them to the heights. About there. And then I've got these lovely ones. So these ones, they're more of like a muted blush pink. They've got like the little leather ties on them as well, which are really nice. I think they're like faux leather. But these have actually got the glitter and the suede on them. So these are suede and they're like a lovely droplet shape. So I want to add these to it, and I think these are going to really add something really beautiful to it as well. So I'm thinking one up here, because we haven't got a lot up here. And then one down here, because there's a little bit of an empty space here as well. So now I'm really loving the way that looks, and I'm going to break that up a little bit with some white baubles with the silver on them that come in a pack of 6. So these are from B&M, and they come in a packet of 6. And I think these are just going to add a little bit of something to the tree. So I just like to start filling the tree out a little bit, filling in any of the gaps around my special decorations. Onto these like spirally ones now with the silver. So I'm just going to add loads of these in, and also starting to fill the back out as well. Because from outside you can see my main tree as well. So this is more like my tree. So this is more for me when I come to bed and I see it. I just think it's going to look really lovely. And now we're on to these ones. So these are like a chalky pattern, and they've got like these sort of like Indian type patterns on them, which I really love. Like them Asian type patterns that you would see on all those beautiful saris and stuff. It's kind of them patterns on it. That one. This one down here. And And then we're on to my gunmetal blocks. Now I do have quite a lot of baubles left over from last year from downstairs. If I do need to add any, I can. So onto these like swirly shell type patterns. They're like 70s out there patterns with glitter and gunmetal. So I'm going to add a few of these to the tree as well. And even though they're all different bright colours, they are really coming well together. And then we've got these ones as well. So these ones are clear ones and they've got like little gems on them. And then they've got the silver on them. Now I know a few people said to me in the messages when I showed these, some people said that they don't find these very classy. They find them a little bit trashy. But I think you'll see, once you start adding them with different colours and different textures, you really can make something look a lot more, worth a lot more money. So as you get a bit closer, it adds a really nice flair and texture to the tree. So you don't really have to spend a lot of money on these type things to make them look expensive. So, start placing some at the back. And now we've got these ones. I love these ones. So they've got like a swirly type pattern on them. These are really nice. And now I have got a pack left over from downstairs. Oh, we've got 3 random ones. These were in another packet for £3, and we've got like a little diamond-y pattern one, another little diamond-y one, and a swirly one. So I'm just going to add these randomly, sporadically, shall I say, around the tree into the sort of empty spaces. Yep. And then I didn't know if I was going to have to open these ones, but I got, I'm going to add a few of them because I think they're really pretty. So I got a pack of 4 of these for £1.99 last year from B&M. So they're silver but diamond shaped. So I'm going to just add a few of these to the tree as well because I think they're really going to just add something special to the tree. And I've got a few more of them actually. I think I bought 2 packets of these last year. So I've got a few more. And add these round. These are really, really lovely, these ones. I'm not sure if they sell these again this year. And then as well, I bought these stems. So these stems were £2.99 and these were from the range. And these are like the silver glittery ones. Now, you can get these in gold as well. I've used them on my downstairs tree, which I will show you in my decorations tour. What I like to do is split these up, separate them. You're going to get a lot of glittery mess. But this will really add something, especially because we've already added the champagne to the rest of it. So we've got a few of these now. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to push these in around the tree. They're just going to add an extra layer of the metallic. I really am into mixing these metals this year. I think they look really pretty. Just adds another layer of texture. Another thing that the lights can twinkle against once it's all lit up. It will just look really lovely. A little bit in the front here. At the top. A little bit this side. A little bit down the bottom. and it hasn't got to be perfect. They do look really lovely as they are, and you can do this with many other ones. So I've got another stem for £2.99, but I've already ripped this one apart because I did actually put like some into my Nan's wreath that I done her this year. So these are £2.99. This is actually one stem, but I've already separated them ready, but she only needed one stem in it in the end. So yeah, we've even got the twine that I attached it with. So I'm going to add these as well because I think these are really lovely, and they've got like that sage greeny colour to them, which I think is just going to look really lovely against this foresty deep green colour we got going on. So I'm going to add these into the tree as well. You can do this with any flowers or any blooms or anything that you have. It does look really, really nice. And I've got a few more of these actually, I think. So yeah, how much was this stem? Oh, £3.39 these ones were. And then I've also got like a Christmassy tile stem that I will be using near a sort of like in a wreath or something. And I do have a topper. Now, I did have a star topper that I wanted to use that I got from B&M, which I think is really lovely and it will look nice, but I don't know if it's actually going to be supported by the weight. So I haven't had a go yet. I'm super short, so we'll give it a go. But a few of you have warned me and said, Rosie, I don't think, do you know what, we could rest it against the ceiling though. Perfect! It stays up because it's got the bay window, but I think a lot of you would have trouble with this had it not been about, yeah, now it's falling. See, I got too cocky. So I have got this one. This is from B&M as well, and this was £2.99 last year. It's one of them spherical ones, so I thought this would look quite nice. Something to put on the top of the tree. So I'm just going to push this one in, if I can. You know what? I don't think, guys, I don't think that's going to work. So I'm going to push that round the back. And I'm going to try and use this one instead. Is that standing up straight at the top? Yeah, it is. And I think now, to sort of finish that off, we need to do a couple of these sprigs. I've decided to add a little bit of something up there. So I'm going to give you a little close-up, guys, and then I'm going to put the lights on so that you can see my tree. I'm loving all these colours. I think it'll look much nicer in the daylight. Might have to do a little tour of this with the daylight on to give you a little look. And I'm going to put the lights on now so you can see all the mess as well in the background with all the glitter that's going to definitely need hoovering up. We'll give it a little countdown, guys. 3, 2, 1. So this is the finished tree. So we've got the twinkly lights on at the moment. These ones are actually from, let me just show you the box actually. I'm all out of breath, guys. So these ones are from Asda. These were £25 and they're 500, mains operated. And they've got 8 different functions. So I'm going to change the function on them because I don't really want them twinkling. I want them to stay still. Each to their own, I just want a constant twinkle. So I'm going to just try and, they've got a little button on the plug. Got it, it could go off again, you never know, it's very temperamental. So now, this is the finished tree and I just think it looks really, really pretty. I think all of these baubles with the pinks and the plums and stuff, I think that one's dropped a little bit. Oh, we're dropping baubles, guys. We're dropping baubles, guys! I'm going to put that one back up, but I want it a little bit higher so that it's not right next to that one. I want it a little bit like there, so we'll move that and I'll sort that out in a minute. We're going to have a little empty space now. Now around the back I've got another bag full of them baubles. I've got some more ones from B&M from last year. They're the same patterns as the ones I've showed you, and I'm going to fill out the back, but I didn't want the video to be ridiculously long. And it's got the little wicker tree skirt from B&M, and I'm out of breath. So this has been my very, very long-winded, probably more like you've been framed, Christmas. Come decorate with me, guys. So hopefully you've enjoyed. It's made you feel a little bit festive. And I'm going to be doing a Christmas tour now. So I've got my dining room tree, my hallway tree, my living room tree, the kids' trees are up, and I've even got the little ones in the kitchen, some knickknacks. I'm going to dress my dresser, I'm going to do the garland upstairs. I'm going to do a DIY one this week. And yeah, so I'm going to do a little tour of all of that. And then we're going to do the DIY garland for up the stairs. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Sorry this has been a little bit crazy, but I've been Rosie Henshaw. Take care. See you later. Bye.